how's it going, you amazing viewers? Heir of Gotham bringing you the answer to the question, is Call of Duty's regular multiplayer worth $60? That's right, this video is for anybody that is on the fence about buying the game, or for anybody that's not a Blackout player, you have no interest in Battle Royale, or you're not a zombies player, you just want to know, is Black Ops 4, the standard multiplayer, worth your money? Because let's face it, it's $60 to start out with, maybe more if you decide to get the DLC. So is it worth your money if you're not going to play the other game modes? Alright, so before we get into the video, I just want to let you guys know that I have been streaming a lot on Twitch. That's right, I've been on Twitch a lot streaming. I'm not going to stream on YouTube anymore. It's going to be strictly on Twitch. So that's twitch.tv/heirofgotham. Link always in the description. And so you can go ahead and check me out and see me party up with my boys or play solo. And I hope you guys enjoy it either way. Also hit me up on Twitter as well if you have questions or anything like that. Okay, so straight to the review. So this is basically a review, and I'm giving you my 2 cents. I have not played Blackout yet since the game launched. I have not played Zombies since the game launched. I've been playing strictly multiplayer. I've been working on getting the diamond camos for SMGs and ARs first, and then I'll work on the next ones and so forth. So back to the question. Would I buy this game? Would I recommend this game to you amazing viewers to spend $60 for just the multiplayer? And first, I'm going to tell you, yes, I would absolutely recommend it. I'm having a ton of fun with this game. If you guys remember my review of the Black Ops 4 beta back in August, and I think it was called The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I enjoyed it back then, and a lot of the issues I had previously are still there, but to a lesser extent. So first, let me get into it. This game, the first 10 levels or so, is very difficult. Okay, the first 10 levels or so, you will get frustrated. The game will beat you up and pound you out. But what happens is, once you get past those first few levels and you start unlocking stuff, at level 5 you unlock the Creator class and the ICR, which is a very standard, very high quality assault rifle, which is what I'm using in this gameplay. You'll notice that the game is actually becoming more forgiving. You start to pick up on some of the maps and the spawns, and it becomes a heck of a lot more fun. So before I get into the rest of the stuff that I love about this game, let me tell you about the few things that I don't like about it, and I actually feel like they could adjust them, and if they do, that the game will be better. So first things first is the sniper aim assist. Not a fan of it. Quick scopers are too easy. I think quick scoping should be a skill. You know, it should be something that a player is rewarded for. You know, they're really good at it and they're successful. I don't mind it when it's a skilled player. You know, not everybody's optic pomage. Oh, my bad. Not everybody is phase pomage. And so, you know, it shouldn't feel like that every lobby I'm in. Okay, so the next thing I have a problem with is spawns. I think that the spawns, specifically in the TDM Chaos play mode, because that's what I mostly play, the spawns are terrible. Like every 5 seconds the spawns are flipping, you have to turn around. And I can't tell you how many times I've been slaying people middle of the map, then I go back to my spawn to get an ammo crate or something, and all of a sudden 3 or 4 enemies are spawning up behind me. It's crazy. So I think they need to fix that. I hope that they can. I feel like in past, spawns always started out bad, and the algorithm kicks in and they figure it out. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed on this one. So the next thing that I think I don't like is the 9-bang from Ajax. So if you think about all the specialist abilities, the 9-bang is actually the only one that completely like throws you off your game. It doesn't let you do anything short of hip firing and trying to like crab walk away. So, you know, most of the other specialist abilities, you can still fight it back, you can kill the enemy, whatever. 9-bang blinds you, you put your hand up so you can't heal, you can't reload, it literally handicaps you, and you're pretty much screwed. You're available there just for anybody to kill you, and it's annoying. I think it's a little overpowered. I don't mind being blinded, okay, I get it, it's the ability, but let me reload, let me heal, you know. That's all I gotta say about that. So, time to kill still kind of sucks, but I'm getting used to it. It's one of those things that as you level up, you start to get accustomed to how long it takes to kill people. And in most cases, I'll shoot somebody, and if I don't feel like I can kill them, with that clip, I'll back away, let my teammate kill them, and I'll still get the credit for the kill. Oh man, the shotgun. There's a new shotgun that has a flashlight attached to it, and it's a glowing orb that actually stays in place when the guy moves. So you shoot the orb, and the guy's not even there anymore. You're shooting at a blank spot. So that's annoying. All right, so it's a few things on the list, but I'm not really gonna complain much more than that, because again, I do say I love the game. So what do I love about this game? I love that there's a nice combination of the new maps and the old maps. Jungle that I'm on right now is an example of it. It lets you play classic Call of Duty map, and it's HD for one, but it's also with better weapons and different score streaks and stuff, and it's nice. And if you think about it, Black Ops 1 came out a long time ago, so I think, what, 10 years ago? So it's giving people that didn't play Call of Duty this long a chance to kind of jump in and try out a map in a similar style as the original. So the next thing I love is the specialists. I think that with the exception of Ajax, most of the specialists are pretty darn amazing, and I really like it. I actually switch up through different specialists constantly. In this gameplay that you're watching, I'm using Torque because I was trying to get long shot medals, and I felt like having the razor wire and the barricade would help me do that. But I would use Torque just because, and with the exception of maybe Ajax, I haven't really used him much because the 9-big is cheesy and I don't really want to use that. With the exception of him, I've used pretty much every other specialist, and I'll just randomly choose characters just to mess around and see how it goes. And some maps, like on firing range, I'll use I'll use one of the characters like Nomad to put the trip mines in different rooms, or I'll use Battery because I know that it's clustered groups of enemies, and I'll just use the grenades as much as possible. So it allows me to be a little bit more strategic depending on the map. So I like the score streaks a lot. Don't get me wrong, I'm still kind of upset that the VSAT's not in the game and that there's no hunter killer drone. We have the dart instead, but once you look past that, I'm cool with it. If I get a RCXD out of the care package, I don't really care that much. I'll use it and then I'll move on. But the UAV, the counter UAV, those are standards. And then the Mantis is pretty cool. I have a really good gameplay with it that I'm gonna show you guys later on, where I got a lot of kills with the Mantis. So that's just an example of that. And then you have everything else. The gunship is amazing. The attack chopper and the sentry guns are back. Sentry gun still kind of sucks, but I don't really care. It doesn't come up that often in my gameplays, even from care packages, so I'm not really stressing it. And it's here. The fact that WW2 didn't have either a chopper or a sentry gun type of element, I'm grateful for what we get in this game. So I love the heist mode. I said it before in my previous review. The heist mode is so much fun, man. I could play that game for hours and hours on end and learn different strategies and see how I like it. So I'm a big fan of heist. I do love the fact that there's less grenades in the map. You're not getting spammed constantly with grenades. You're not getting spammed with EMP grenades or flashbangs or smoke grenades or whatever. It's a little bit more minimalized, so when you do die by a grenade, it's actually something that it doesn't affect you as much, so you kind of just move on, you respawn somewhere else. Oh, watch this, man. I go ham with this gunship, man. The AC-130, I go crazy with it. And I just use the rockets. I don't even switch to the machine gun. All right. So one other thing that's a big one is the fact that assists count as kills now, especially when you consider that in World War II, one of my major gripes was that the assist didn't show up. I'm primarily a TDM player, and so I always like seeing how many assists I get, because I'll usually be at the top of the roster and I'll have double-digit assists, and it annoys me because I use a suppressor, so I know that a lot of times people don't get finished by me. Somebody else will finish them. So it's helping me a lot with these assists, because now I know that I'll get the full credit as far as towards my streaks goes by getting the assist, and at the same time, it helps players that aren't very good to get credit for something, and they get those points. So I like it. I'm a big fan of what they did. I'm curious to see if other Call of Duties follow this stride, and I like it, except for the fact that you have to, it's kind of confusing to know what your actual KD is, not just the EKIA, because I'm curious of what my KD would be without it, and I know there's a website out there, but it's not really accurate. So I hope that they give me the option to see both. That'd be cool. But other than that, I really don't have any kind of complaints about it. So that's pretty much it as far as my review goes. I'll say it again, guys. I love the game. I do recommend it very much. I hope you guys are loving it as much as I am. If you're in that early stage where the game is frustrating you and it feels like you're getting kicked in your head, just give it some time, man. Party up with some friends, forget you're playing the game, just have fun with it, and then watch as you start to get better and as the game clicks, and things will turn around. So drop in the comment section, let me know if you guys agree or disagree with any of my points. I'm always curious to see what you amazing folks have to say about the game and what I have to say about it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. 56 kills in kill confirm, kicking ass, taking names, and that's all I got for you guys today. See you in the next video. And I've got them signing off.